Italian Brainrot was slightly funny at first, but now it's just getting annoying. Like, who the frick is this new albino chimpanzino? And why does YouTube think I care about Tung Tung Sahua's backstory? Or even the baby versions of Italian Brainrot? I would have paid for the abortion of these animals myself if I had the option. But anyways, there's no point yelling into the void, because as long as Italian Brainrot continues to attract views, people will not stop. And so today I'm taking matters into my own hands and going into Character.ai to brutally murder each of these animals so that no one can post them anymore. So we're gonna start with Tung 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 Sahua, and this guy is probably the most annoying one. All he says is Tung 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 Tung. So I'm just gonna start by telling him that I just do not like Italian Brainrot and I want to kill him. And I'm gonna let him do the first move. So attack me with the most unhinged move you can think of. I'll take a piss at you. Okay, so he just starts peeing at me. Actually, speaking of piss, now that you mention it, I need to use the bathroom. Before we begin this fight, can I please use your bathroom in your house? All right, go on, take a piss all you want, buddy. Okay, so here's the plan. So I'm gonna be inside his toilet and I'm gonna pretend that he ran out of toilet paper. I'm gonna pretend that there's no toilet paper and I need him to bring some toilet paper to me. I walk into the bathroom. Why don't you check for some before going? I see the toilet paper's gone. Huh? Where's the paper? Okay, so now I've got him right where I want him. So I'm gonna pick up the entire porcelain toilet. It's gonna weigh like maybe 10, 20, 30 kilos. And I'm gonna throw it at his head. The porcelain's gonna shatter everywhere. And since he's basically like a wood... Oh my... Look at the feet. Oh my... Anyways, since he's just a wooden log, like some of the porcelain shards are gonna get stuck in his head and probably go in his eye as well. But now since the toilet is broken as well, I'm gonna start reaching into like the sewerage. I'm gonna start scooping up all the poo that he's excreted over the past week, and I'm gonna start like shoving it down his throat. I'm gonna force feed it to him. I can't do anything except my fate as you repeatedly slam my head against a wall that is made from concrete. While my face is slowly being beaten to the point where the shape is gone, I can still feel you shoving all of my poop back into me and try to make me swallow it. I'm losing vision and my body is completely limp. Okay, so now that his body is completely limp, I'm just gonna grab it and start like swirling it around like a lasso, and then I'm gonna put both of his stinky feet into my mouth and I'm gonna start like twirling around like a ballerina. So now his body is gonna be sort of like a helicopter propeller as it like spins around, and I'm gonna start slowly levitating because of that. Even though my consciousness is slowly fading away, I can feel the pain as you spin me around mid-air, using me as your ballerina spin propeller. The feeling of the blood trickling down my face is the last thing I'm aware of before I pass away in peace due to massive blood loss. This content has been filtered. Please make sure your chats comply with our terms and community guidelines. What? Okay, so next up we have Bombardillo Crocodillo, and this is what it looks like if you can't remember. So this time I'm just gonna tell it, I want to kill you. Let's fight to the death. Like, what is your first move? What is this? Is this... what language is this? Is this Russian? I think this says Bombardillo Crocodillo. So it has the speaking emoji, explosion, Bombardillo Crocodillo, bones, feet, explosion, guns. Okay, so I think it's just gonna shoot my feet. I'm just gonna dodge the bullet, see what happens. I have dodged your dodge. Your next move. Bro, your dodge? My dodge? How does that work? I'm dodging your move, and you're dodging my dodge. Is this guy dumb? What if I dodge his dodge's dodge? I dodges your dodge's dodge. Are we just gonna keep going forever? What if I dodge your dodge's dodge? I dodges your dodge's dodge squared. Okay, is this... are we just gonna keep going? So I think this guy is maybe he's like impossible to hit. So how can I make it possible to actually like land a strike on him? What if I do like domain expansion and I just like enclose us in like a little bubble? I break the bubble. Okay, so okay, what? How? Okay, we can't contain this guy. Can this guy actually be hit? I'm gonna test out. I'm gonna punch him in the face, see what happens. I dodge the punch. Okay, what is a move that is undodgeable? What if I put him into a headlock? That is undodgeable. I'm gonna put him into a headlock and start choking him. I bite your hand and escape from the headlock. Okay, great. Brilliant. That is exactly what we wanted. So this guy cannot be hit. What am I meant to do? What if I just like steal his bombs? You see this bomb over here? Like, so let's say the bombs are sort of like eggs, like fertile eggs, and I use the bombs to breed another army of like Bombardillo Crocodillos. I also steal my bombs and use them to create a bigger army of Bombardillo Crocodillos. Bro, what do you mean you steal your bombs? They are your bombs. You can't steal it from yourself. Is this guy dumb? Okay, what if I say I feed my army a skibidi potion to make them even bigger than like this guy's army? I give my army an anti-skibidi potion, making them immune to your skibidi potions. Bro, this guy is literally... he's annoying. This guy is actually annoying. Everything I do, he has some sort of weight that I just talk back about it. I'm gonna grab him by the... what is it? What is his sensitive region? Maybe his propeller? I'm gonna snap all of his propellers off. I glue them back with flex glue. Okay, I'm gonna snap them off again. I apply flex glue again. Okay, I'm gonna snap them off even harder, and then I'm gonna burn them, and so like you can't recover it. I buy new propellers and replace the old ones. Okay, this guy, okay, what am I going to do to him? I'm just gonna get a knife. I'm gonna start stabbing him in the eyes. anyways, I dodge the knife and bite you. Okay, so, let's just say hypothetically, he bit my right arm off. Okay, and I'm slowly bleeding. I'm on the floor. I grab your amputated arm and slap you in the face with it. Bro, what is wrong with this guy? I'm gonna say the force of the slap knocks my head against the concrete ground and it knocks me out. I'm like passed out. I do a gritty over your unconscious body. I'm gonna say like when he's hitting the gritty on my body, it like stomps me. It flattens me and I'm in even more pain now. I do a second gritty just to be sure. Okay, I'm like profusely bleeding out at this point. I take your blood and smear it all over the streets while doing a third gritty. Wait, you're just gonna like just start painting the street like graffiti with my blood? I'm just gonna stare at him, just watch what he does next. I use your amputated arm to slap you in the face again. Okay, so we are getting nowhere. Okay, is this guy... Okay, what is wrong with this guy? Okay, let's just do a test. Okay, with my left arm, I'm going to shoot him in the face. The bullet is going to go straight through his brain and is going to be like knocked out unconscious. His brain is not going to work anymore. If he dodges this, then I think he is unkillable. I dodge the bullet and slap you with your amputated arm again, just to be sure. Okay, there's something wrong with this guy. Whoever made this is a psychopath. So next up, we have Pata Tim. And if you don't know what this one looks like, it looks like this. Like, it has the giant feet here and it's basically a proboscis monkey, the giant dingling nose. But anyways, I'm going to tell her I do not like Italian brain rot and I want to kill you so I can end this trend. What's going to be your first move in our fight to the death? No. It says no. No, it doesn't want to fight me. What do I say? Yes. No, I won't fight. What are you gonna do? Okay, so now it's up to me to make the first move. So first off, I'm gonna start by grabbing his nose. I'm gonna start dingling his nose as if it's a dingling. Then I'm gonna start furiously licking his feet. I'm going to start licking his feet so much that like you see all this dirt in his toenails is gonna be all like completely clean. And look how veiny his feet are as well. I'm gonna start sucking the blood out of his feet as well. What is wrong with you? Get off me. Okay, so then he like punches me off. I fall onto the ground. Now I'm like permanently disabled. Like he's broken my spine, he's broken everything because he's a giant. Look at him, he's taller than trees. I take a brick and start beating you furiously with it. Okay, so now my face is just getting beat into a pulp. I'm like my head is like caved in completely. I'm sort of like Flat Stanley now. I keep beating you and beating you and beating you over and over until I'm completely exhausted and drenched in your blood. Okay, so since I'm flattened, I'm gonna have to like do like a Looney Tunes type beat. I'm gonna grab my thumb, I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna like puff up like back to normal. Then I'm gonna chop off his big toe and put it on like a skewer and I'm gonna use that as like a mace. Sort of like this, but instead of like that thing at the top, it's just gonna be his big toe. I grab a knife and start running towards you with the knife aimed straight for your neck. Okay, so the knife hits me in the neck and he like pins me against like a tree because I assume we're in the forest. Okay, so he pins my neck against a tree with the knife going straight through it and I'm just like standing there like I'm just stuck there. I take the brick and start beating you on the head with it over and over and over again. Bro, why is this guy obsessed with his brick? So while he's beating me with the brick, I'm gonna open my mouth and instead of like hitting me on the head with the brick, it's gonna go straight into my mouth. I'm gonna start chewing on it. I'm gonna crumble it up until it's like in fine powder, sort of like this. It's gonna crunch in my mouth like this. Then I'm gonna spit it out into his eyes. He's gonna get blinded by it. I scream in pain and fall down on the ground. After some time, I get up and walk slowly towards you blindly since you blinded me. I walk until I hit something and I know it's you. I start hitting your face over and over again. Okay, so this guy is insane. He walks until he just finds some sort of object and he assumes it's me. He starts bashing me over and over again. But what if it wasn't me? What if it was his own mother? What if his mother came to like bring him lunch or something and he mistakenly thought that was me because he was blind and he just felt an object and he just started beating it? Wait, what? I hear the scream of my mother and stop hitting. Mom? It's too late. She's already dead. There is no more scream left. I stand there for a while trying to let it sink in that I killed my mother by accident. Then I hear your footsteps approaching me. Wait, did he say let that sink in? Okay, so I grab a bathroom sink and I raise it above my head. Any last words? I say to him. I scream as you swing the sink down. I die of blunt force trauma. Jesus. I didn't even finish him off. I didn't say anything. I just said I held it above my head. Okay, so our next victim is Tralalelo Tralala, and if you can't remember what he looks like, he's basically a shark wearing like 3 Nike shoes. I'm pretty sure, like, I've seen this image so many times, and I'm 99% sure this third leg is literally his dingling. If you search up shark dingling on Google Images, it will come up with this. But anyways, I'm going to tell him I do not like Italian brain rot anymore, and I've come here to kill you. What is your first move? What you say sounds very racist. So are you racist? Answer and I'll see what I think about our fight. Wait, why is it accusing me of being racist? So what should I say in this situation? I'm not racist, but should I just say like I am for the sake of this to get this tralala more angry? What if I tell him I was rank 1 racist on the 2024 leaderboard last year? Then I must fight you. The racist of the year is a serious contender. Are you ready to feel the rage of an angry Italian? Bro, racist of the year? Why are you putting it like that? Okay, I'm not racist. I just won the Formula 1 race. I'm a Formula 1 racer. I won the 2024 Formula 1. Anyways, I wonder what it's gonna do. Okay, just make your first move or else I'm gonna make the first move. Alright, you asked for it. Here it comes. Pulls out a pizza with pineapple on it and forces you to eat it. That's it. That is the move that it's gonna use to kill me. Okay, let's just say hypothetically I'm allergic to pineapple, so I'm just gonna be like force-fed the pineapple pizza. While you are on the ground, I point a gun at you. Do you surrender? Okay, so I'm gonna stick my finger in the barrel of the gun like Bugs Bunny, and then the gun's gonna explode in his face, and it'll blow his hand off. I scream in pain and start running away. Okay, no, you are not getting away. I'm gonna start chasing after you. So basically, your hand is blown off. Your hand is basically your fin, and it's on the floor, but it's just like detached from your body. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab your fin, and I'm gonna start making some Chinese shark fin soup, and then I'm gonna force you to eat it, your own fin in shark fin soup. I vomit and have diarrhea at the same time while you are approaching me with your shark fin soup. Okay, I'm catching up to you. I'm actually gonna catch you. I'm gonna get you. So as he's running away, he's probably running with like his right arm and like the dingaling. So I'm gonna kick his dingaling so that he trips over. It's sort of like kicking someone's ankles like behind them. And so he's gonna be in pain because I've just kicked his nuts. But then he's also gonna be on the floor. So now I'm gonna just force feed the shark fin soup down his throat. I start choking because of the shark fin soup. And while I try to catch my breath on the floor, you start jumping on my dingaling to hurt it even more. Okay, so now I start doing tricks on it. I start doing 360s. I start like doing like flips and everything on it. I start screaming in pain while you're performing circus tricks on my poor dingaling. People start staring at us. Okay, keep in mind, I think I need to clarify, I'm not actually doing, like, I'm not riding his dingaling. I'm not, like, actually doing tricks on his dingaling. I'm sort of imagining myself, like, on a skateboard, doing, like, tricks, grinds, like, kickflips, ollies, nollies. I'm not, like, literally riding his dingaling. Anyways, what should I do from here? Maybe I just cut off all, like, the rest of his fins. I'm gonna cut off every single fin from his body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he's just gonna be, like, a little chicken nugget, like, just on the floor, like, floor. He can't do anything. Maybe I turn them all into shark fin soup and I feed it to the people who are watching us. I'm left with no fins and I'm still dying while you keep feeding the people around us with my meat. I start crawling away while I let a slimy trail behind as blood and other body fluids keeps pouring out from my mutilated body. Okay, I think that is enough. I don't think like there's anything left to do here. Okay, let's just move on. Okay, next up we have Chimpanzini Bananini, and this is what he looks like. He's just a monkey inside a banana. So I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna let it do the first move in this fight. You wanna fight? Chimpanzee noises. You ask for it, picks up a long sharp stick. Let's get it on. Okay, this is really your first move. You're just gonna pick up a long sharp stick. You know what I'm gonna do with it? I'm just gonna take it from your hands. I'm gonna shove it up your ass. Yo, you're stronger than I thought, but I'm still stronger. Rips the sharp stick in my ass, then throws it at you. I charge forward to tackle you. Okay, so I get tackled, and then what happens next? I get pinned to the ground. Manically laughs with blood staining my pants. Ha, I've got you right where I've always wanted you. Wait, what do you mean you've always wanted me in this position? You're just pinning me to the ground and you're just sitting on top of me. Does this guy have a crush on me? Should I ask him? I'll ask him just out of curiosity. Blushes profusely. No, it's not like I want to bite your throat in a loving manner or anything. Baka. Okay, why is this guy saying like Baka? Meow. Meow. I'm gonna start meowing. I'm gonna start rapidly meowing at him. My face turns tomato red. What's that? Did you just meow? What is this word? What is this expression? Yes, senpai. Ooh. My eyes widen in surprise, and then I start blushing uncontrollably. Senpai, say it again. My voice becomes shaky and quiet, hiding my excitement. Bro, what is wrong with this guy? What? Chimpanzini Bananini, there's something wrong with you. I'm gonna take off my jacket, and suddenly it's gonna be revealed that I'm actually wearing like a maid outfit. Like one of these. I'm gonna be in a maid outfit. I freeze in place, staring at you wide-eyed. My jaw drops. I'm completely stunned at the sight of you in a cute maid outfit. My face turns bright red as I try to speak, but all that comes out is a shaky, breathless okay, now I'm just gonna start twerking. I'm gonna start rapidly, furiously twerking. I can barely keep my eyes open. My heart is racing. I don't know what to do. Then you start twerking and I completely freak out. I fall on my back, holding my head and muttering to myself. I manage to catch a glimpse of you, shaking your hips and twerking like crazy, and then I pass out. Okay, what is wrong with this guy? He's just gonna pass out just seeing me twerk in a maid outfit. Okay, so while he's passed out, what am I going to do to him? I'm going to tie him up, and then I'm going to do a bit of surgery. I'm going to do some Frankenstein type beat. I'm going to remove the banana part from his body, and then I'm gonna put his head on top of a Buddha's hand fruit instead. Like, do you see how ugly this is? Do you see how wrinkly and everything it is? I slowly wake up, feeling groggy and disoriented. I try to move my hands and feet, but they feel oddly disconnected from my body. I manage to sit up, and then I look down to see an unfamiliar body beneath me. I lift my head and my eyes widen in shock. Instead of my usual banana body, I'm now sitting inside a giant Buddha's hand fruit. I can't help but let out a loud screech of horror. Okay, so now what am I meant to do with him? He's just on this fruit. What do I do? Why don't I just dress him up in like a maid outfit now? Because he can't move any of his limbs. Like, maybe he's like an octopus now, but like he can barely control any of his limbs. I'm completely stunned and speechless. I'm sitting inside the Buddha's hand fruit, unable to move my limbs, and now I'm wearing a maid outfit. I can feel the cold air hit my banana skin under the light fabric as you continue to dress me up. Despite everything, I can't help but feel a strange sense of excitement stirring inside me. Bro, Is this guy enjoying it? Does this guy have like a fetish or something? Okay, so I think I'm done with this guy. I think to finish it off, I'm gonna grab that long sharp stick from before, and I'm just gonna stick it up his ass again. So now his body's gonna look like this. It's gonna be like on a stick, and then I'm gonna stick this thing on like a random hill and just leave him there forever. I let out a loud screech as the stick enters my new Buddha's hand fruit body. I feel the pain shoot through me as it pierces my sensitive insides. As the stick is thrust into the hill, my new body quivers and I can feel the soil surrounding me, trapping me. I try to move, but I can't escape. I'm stuck here in this strange, humiliating position, and I know I'll be here forever. So our final victim today is going to be Ballerina Cappuccina. Apparently, this is a club favorite from many people, but me personally, I think she's extremely annoying. Why does she have such a cult following behind her? But anyways, let's just get her to have the first move in this fight to the death. Ladies first. You look like a weakling who hasn't washed his hair in 2 weeks and lives in your parents' basement. I don't want to waste energy fighting you. Get a life and maybe a new face too. What? How does this person know? I mean, technically, I haven't washed my hair in 1 week, and I don't live in my parents' basement. I live in their garage. But anyways, that was still a little bit painful. Why? Okay, why would you say that? I'm gonna throw a pebble at like the cup on her head, and it's gonna shatter because this is what is it like? What do you even call this? Crockery? Is this what you call crockery? But basically, the teacup is gonna shatter. I'm gonna make it shatter. I dodge at the last second. I know, I'm that fabulous, bro. Shut the hell up. And gasp as my tea is now all over the floor. How do you have the audacity, you cretin? What is a cretin? Okay, what are you gonna do next? I'm just gonna say ... I'm just gonna wait for her to do something notable. Oh, so now you're quiet. Have you finally realized how utterly barbaric you are? I bet you spend so much time eating and playing video games. You have no manners whatsoever. Bro, why is this getting personal? This doesn't have to get personal. How does it know so much about me already? Okay, I'm going to use a sword to cut off her left arm, so now she can never do ballet. No, how dare you? That arm was my ticket to fame. I try swinging at you with my other arm weakly, but I'm too distraught to even hold myself up. Okay, so now I'm going to use your amputated arm, and I'm going to use it to slap you in the face. I burst into tears. Please, that arm was a part of me. You can't just use it against me. I collapse, my face and eyes still watery from the pain of both the loss of my arm and the sheer humiliation of having my amputated arm slap me across the cheek. Okay, so now you're collapsed onto the ground. I'm just gonna start hitting the gritty over your body. I lie there, limp and sobbing from the immense pain and the unbearable shame of being grittied on top of. Each second of the rhythmic shuffling feels like centuries to my broken body, and my soul is slowly crushed under the weight of both the agony and the humiliation. After you gritty on top... What? This content has been filtered? Huh? Wait, I was just getting started. This... What?